What's up, everybody? I see that you came back to see me finish the rest of this room. I'm happy you did so. This is going to be a 2-part video, or 3 parts including the real-time dresser creation video that I just posted. In this video, I will be building more of the furniture, importing some furniture from Revit, and customizing its design. So, without further ado, let's get started. I have ice cream with me since this hands-free. I already pre-recorded and sped up the computerized part or screen recording of the video. So right now I'm just going to talk you through how and why I did each of the things that is going to be shown on the screen. So as of right now, I'm just going to expand that back wall. If you notice, there was indents into the wall in the original picture in which the bed fit into. The bed fit into. So that's what I'm going to do. Once I actually expand that back wall, I'm going to create an extrusion and then a void into that extrusion, which you'll see shortly. I'm eating chocolate ice cream. I hate chocolate ice cream. Actually, let me not talk. Let's y'all focus. Don't even look down here. Don't even look down here. And so now, do you get what I'm saying? So it's like kind of a dip into the wall. Now I'm going to go on one of my 3D views and actually create the bed, which you'll see me doing back and forth. Is actually changing the height of the bed. In the picture, based on the angle that the picture was taken in, the bed seemed like it came to the second row of drawers on that wall closet. So I just wanted to kind of be similar, be just as tall, because that really makes a difference in how you move around the space and how the space is perceived. You know, I've done this back and forth through trial and error, so this is the best way for me to actually estimate how I want the bed to be. It's a little bit off the ground because of the illusion I want you to feel, the illusion I want to portray when I actually make the bed sheets hang off of it a little bit. And if you did not notice, the rectangle and arch tool was used to create the shape of the bed. What you'll see me do a lot is go back and forth with the dimensions, the length and width of any object I make, because I like to eyeball. There can be definitely a level of precise accuracy in Revit, but I'm not physically there, so I really don't know how exact a dimension is. I just have to guess. Right now I'm creating the foot of the bedpost, and again estimating the shape using the line tool, very zoomed in so that I can make little curves without it being as angular. Right there, you saw how I'm able to capture my different 3D views of the room. What you do is go to the view tab, you click on 3D view, scroll down to camera, and the camera represents where you're standing in the room. So wherever you place the camera, that's you know exactly the angle that you're standing in the room, and then you stretch those viewpoints out, and then that's how far the camera is going to capture into the room. So that's how you create the 3D views. And if you want to know what view I'm actually working on, that is on the left side of the screen in that properties bar, so, or the project browser bar. It's very important, which you'll see more. Right now I'm creating the back head spring or the back head posts of the bed using the line tool as well as the arc tool. It's like a 3-tier curve shape, and so that's the best way that I knew how to create that. You can always find different ways of creating the exact same image or object. I really don't like chocolate ice cream, but this is banana split, and it tastes like banana ice cream is my favorite. I know that's weird. And it also had like peanuts or something in it, or walnuts. I love ice cream with any type of nut family. You're childish. Stop being childish. Anyway, I'm creating like little excursions and voids into the actual bed post or headboard, simple, into the actual headboard of the bed, just because that's just how the design was in the picture, and I do want to really get to all the details. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But back to the nuts and back to the ice cream. I'm a clown. I just got car insurance, guys. Sorry, I'm start paying car insurance. I'm about to start adulting. It's like I've been adulting for real, but car insurance? Car insurance! Dre! Sorry, Soldier Boy funny. Okay, so right about now what I'm going to do is make the ottoman at the base of the bed. And this is when I say the views in which you choose to actually create the different objects is extremely important. I'm looking at the south view because I want to look through the side of the room. I do not want to look at the room in any angle. I am creating the object through the side. I'm creating the object with a side view. So that's how I want to the image to be displayed to me. So again, the left side, this little left project browser side of my screen is extremely important. Why do I giggle every time I eat ice cream? Why am I weird? And again, I'm using the line tool and zooming in really close to create those little curves and delicate angles and whatnot. And this is all based off of perspective and your hand-eye coordination and being able to, like I said, just illustrate what you want to convey, basically. And just like the bed, I decided that having just a rectangular prism was a little bit too angular for me. So what I'm going to do is use the rectangle tool and the arc tool to reconstruct the cushion part of the ottoman. Now I'm looking for a window. As you can see, there was a pretty large arced window in the original picture. So I'm going to find myself one of those that's not exactly the same but pretty similar. Now I'm going to change the properties of that window so that it is to the size that I want it to be. With some of the objects that you import from Revit, there are restrictions on them or constraints, and that means that when you change one part of dimension, the color, anything, other characteristics are changed in the same way. So if I change the height by 2 inches, the width is also going to be changed by 2 inches. And so that's what I found out with this window. But I knew I didn't want the window to be too short and skinny, so I'd rather it be tall and big. It's a little bit skinnier on the original picture, but as I said, everything is going to be perfect. You could change that with Photoshop, or you can make your own window from scratch, which I chose not to do. And I just changed the different physical characteristics of the window from wood to white clad. Now I'm importing a door. A door is different though. A door doesn't have all the constraints that a window has. When you want to change the height, the width, the length of the door, you can do so without the other dimensions of it being affected, which is cool, and it is convenient. Okay, so now that I have all those objects placed, I'm realizing that that space needs to be a little bit bigger to have more walk-in space, to add more volume to the room. And sometimes you come to that conclusion after you put everything in. It doesn't really happen. Remember when I was trying to measure how big I thought the room was, 11 by 11? The room turned out to be bigger than that. So that happens sometimes, especially when you can't physically visit the space yourself. And so yeah, here's where I actually changed the height of the door and width. They did not have to put no chocolate in this banana split ice cream. Disrespectful. Anyway. So now what I'm going to do is start to create the ceiling and the ceiling lights. If you can tell from the first picture, and I hope you remember what the first picture looks like, I may include it in here somewhere because I know that I haven't shown it yet. But there is a border or header around the top of the walls, and then there is a ceiling on top of that. So it's like a 2-tier ceiling in a way. So I'm creating that first tier. And again, look at the left bar, because that's when I actually go through the views. If you're not on the right view, you're going to be confused on why you're seeing specific things and why you're not seeing specific things that you want to see. So now I'm looking for lighting. I chose to do round recessed lighting. Woo! So yeah, just estimating the placement of the lighting. And now once you go on the ceiling view, unlike before where you couldn't see anything, now you see the lighting. If you go on the floor plan, you won't be able to see the lighting. So, like I said, it's important. And on that ceiling view, I created that second tier part of the ceiling, and I'm just going to place that directly on top of the first tier. And the second tier is where that galaxy painting is. This is where I'll end off this video, and please come back for the next one.